Good morning. I'm Caitlin Matson-Levy, and this is The Green Room with Dr. Greg Zielke, who is the Director of Choirs and the Arts Director, Professor of Music at Tabor College. Good morning, Greg.
Morning, Caitlin. Great to talk to you.
We are thrilled to have you here talking about college, the School of Music at Tabor College, and specifically your Messiah that's coming up this weekend. Tell us about that.
Oh, great. Yes, we're excited to revisit this tradition at Tabor, long tradition of performing Messiah, kind of in the Christmas season. Of course, we're a little early for the Christmas season, but
Nonsense.
It says, oh, okay. Don't tell my wife you just said it. But certainly this time of year is a fabulous time to be able to perform this glorious music. And we're excited to do it once again after a year when those kind of things just weren't possible.
It's a tradition. Do you know how long?
I'm not exactly sure, but I do know that in talking to alumni that there are evidence of performances, back in the 60s and 50s. So yeah, it's a very important part of musical life here at Tabor College.
Is this a performance where the public and alumni are invited to come sing?
Exactly. Yeah, we've are excited to have a number of guests, alumni coming back to town to sing, and of course, members of the surrounding community, Hillsborough, Marion County. So it's really a great way to bring back all different kinds of people, and of course, soloists as well. So it's going to really be a marvelous performance.
Oh, yeah. And like you said, especially this year after having to kind of just shut it all down last year. I mean, to have not only live music, but music that brings alumni together in the community and something like the Messiah. I mean, you just can't help yourself but just make it a really joyful experience.
And with so many young singers in the concert choir, and with a year off, and I'm finding that I have quite a few singers in the choir that have never performed any of this music before. So teaching it to those students has been a particular joy, because you just watch it come to life in their eyes and in their voices for the first time. It's very special.
Is this an abridged Messiah, or do we get the whole 3 hours?
It is abridged. We're doing most of the we're doing most of the Christmas section, and then a bit from part two, and then of course our singers and our audience would never go home happy unless we did "Worthy is the Lamb," the closing chorus. So yeah, we're definitely. And another favorite, of course, is "The Trumpet Shall Sound." I don't think if we performed that piece that our audience would even leave until we did it.
And I'd stage a sit-in, probably.
Yeah, right.
So let's talk about the soloists. Are these student soloists, professional soloists, alumni soloists?
Professional. And we have two members of our Tabor faculty that are performing. Brian Stranghoner, our tenor, and David Martins, our bass. They're members of our music faculty. And then delighted to have Robin Rives McAdoo as our alto, a well-known Messiah singer in the area. So,
she is.
So that's my first time, though, conducting a performance with her, since I'm pretty new to Kansas. But and then a friend from Nebraska, Jamie Reimer Seaman, who's a professor of voice at University of Nebraska, as our soprano. So yeah, that's going to be a really great blessing to work with each of those voices.
Here's a selection from part one of the Messiah that features a soprano and mezzo-soprano, very popular duet, not your traditional duet. They're never singing together at the same time, but it is Handel's "He Shall Feed His Flock." In my opinion, it's never too early to start listening to the Messiah. And Tabor College Department of Music is going to kick off the holiday season for us this Sunday evening at 7 o'clock with a performance of the Messiah, featuring the choirs of Tabor College and any alumni or community members, it sounds like, who want to sing. They can request to be in the choir, and professional soloists from the area as well. So this is in the Sherry Fleming Center for the Arts, Tabor College, this Sunday, November the 21st, starting at 7 o'clock. I am talking with Dr. Greg Zielke from Tabor College. Tickets, it is a ticketed event, but tickets are free. That's correct?
That's right. Yeah, tickets are free. We encourage people to get get their seat ahead of time at tabor.edu/tickets. And the process is very simple. And I hope people will take advantage of this opening to the holiday season.
Tabor College has a deep history of great music, choral music. That's what we're talking about this morning, but I know, I have thought of Tabor College as this wonderful choral college for quite a while. What kind of performing groups do you have on campus?
The primary group is the concert choir, which is an audition mixed chorus. And it's a group that often tours and, participates in those types of things. We do a number of major concerts in the fall and then some kind of oratorio performance in the spring, which I'm particularly looking forward to this year because we're doing a piece by one of our faculty on the Good Samaritan story. He wrote a cantata for orchestra and chorus and soloist, so I'm really excited about that. That'll be in May. And then we have a small select chamber group called Chamber Voices. Brian Stranghoner conducts that group. And then we have a group that we call Theater of Voices. This is a group that I founded when I came to Tabor, and it specializes in, it's a small group, but it does mainly theater music for ensemble and solos, sometimes cabaret style, sometimes theater style. But it's really a wonderful way to get students to really learn how to express and perform music and bring it to life as you need to do on stage.
You were born and grew up in Kansas, and then you left Kansas
Yeah.
for a while. Looking at your bio, you are music director emeritus of the Omaha Symphony. Am I saying that correctly?
Omaha Symphonic Chorus.
Omaha Symphonic Chorus. Symphonic
There
Chorus.
you
They
go.
performed with the symphony, I would assume.
Yeah, that's right. Oh my goodness, that was so many memorable moments there with those folks in Omaha. That was really a highlight of my musical life there in Omaha, directing that chorus. And we're coming into the season when, with Christmas, where we did our major performances. And so singing at St. Cecilia Cathedral with the Omaha Symphony was really terrific.
And at the college, at Tabor College, you are not only director of choirs, but you also bear the distinguished title of arts director. So what all do you do as arts director?
Yeah, it was a position created when the Sherry Fleming Center for the Arts opened in December of 2017. The Center for the Arts is a place that is supposed to be a highlight of our campus, and it truly has become that with all the activities that happen. There are a number of spaces in this building, and so my role is to kind of provide guidance and vision and administration for the use of the space and the programming that happens here, both in terms of what our students do, but also with regards to bringing in guests. So in light of that, we founded the Tabor College Concert Series, and we have 4 events that are coming up. The first event already happened, but we have 4 more that will be a part of this concert series. And one of the earliest ones is called Sing Ebenezer, and this will be a number of performers that will be telling the story of the civil rights movement as they were all intimately acquainted with Dr. Martin Luther King Jr.
Wonderful.
The soprano grew up in that church. One of the singers is Reverend Dr. Albert Brinson, who was an associate of Dr. Martin Luther King at Ebenezer Baptist in Atlanta. And then Roosevelt Credit, who's a great friend of mine. And by the way, he just made his Metropolitan Opera debut with Porgy and Bess here this last month.
Wonderful.
As a part of that performance. But anyway, so this will be a tremendous, I'm really looking forward to this. And I think it'll make a tremendous impact on our campus and our community.
For more information on this and anything happening at Tabor College or the Sherry Fleming Center for the Arts, you can go to the Tabor website, tabor.edu. Well, we can't let the morning slip away from us without hearing the Hallelujah Chorus. This is the choir of Christ Church Cathedral of Oxford and the Academy of Ancient Music, conducted by Christopher Hogwood. You can hear the Hallelujah Chorus live this Sunday evening at 7 o'clock at the Sherry Fleming Center for the Arts, Tabor College campus in Hillsboro. Tabor College is performing the Messiah with guest soloists, and it's the sort of situation where if you are a community member or an alum and you want to sing with the choir, you just have to, do you make a request? Is that what you do? You have to contact and make sure there's a spot for you?
That's right. I probably should know ahead of time that you're going to show up.
Don't
Right.
just all descend upon the town at once.
Yeah, all right. No, I'd love to hear from them. That would be amazing.
So to get tickets, and tickets are free, but you have to request one. You go to tabor.edu/tickets. Now, there is a free will donation, and also you are collecting food bank items for local families for the holiday season.
That's right. We're doing this as a benefit for the Hillsboro Area Ministerial Alliance, which helps provide financial support for people that have needs in the immediate area here. So we're so grateful that we can partner with them, not only with an offering, but also to bring non-perishable food items. So we invite anybody coming to the concert to participate.
The Messiah, one more time. It is this Sunday evening at 7 o'clock, Sunday, November the 21st. You can never get too much Messiah. I just say the same thing about the Nutcracker. I really don't mind when there are 9 different productions of the Nutcracker happening in the central Kansas area. I'll gladly go to every one of them. And I think everybody feels the same about the Messiah. And especially this time of year and after last year when just live music wasn't a possibility, it really is quite special.
Indeed.
Well, thank you so much, Dr. Zielke, for coming here and talking to us about music at Tabor College. For any information, just visit the Tabor website, tabor.edu. It can redirect you to the event calendar for the Sherry Fleming Center for the Arts and any information you would like to find out about the Messiah this weekend.
Thank you, Caitlin. It's been a pleasure to visit with you. Appreciate it very much.
Anytime. Have a wonderful performance.
Thank you.